Trisha works with you on all your books, and I'm wondering what was her role in PHARMA, and how did it differ in any way from her contribution on your other book projects?
I think this was one of the most interesting collaborations because for the first 2 years of PHARMA, it was overlapping with the end of her work, her research and writing on the pharmacists of Auschwitz, which she published in the early part of 2017. So we've never had an overlap. She publishes a book, then I go on to the next project, and she comes fully immersed and involved in the research on that. So what happened is in that first year of PHARMA research, as I call it, late 2015 through 2016, while she was wrapping up and finishing the first draft of the pharmacists of Auschwitz and ready to turn it over to me for editing, which didn't take that long because she had this great little story already told, I went back to what I call like school. I never had a science background. I never was pre-med or anything else. So when I was doing books on things like finances of the Vatican or on 9/11 or the CIA, FBI, drug agencies, whatever else, I have a certain understanding about that. That's something I can relate to, I can get into, I can explain it easily. Now, all of a sudden, I'm talking about the pharmaceutical industry. I'm going to be interviewing infectious disease doctors and scientists and researchers inside the lab. And I knew that I needed to know it at a level so that when I conducted those interviews, I was smart enough that they never said something to me about a technical name or condition or syndrome or part of a passage of an FDA rule. And I said, huh? So they would think, oh, just another lay guy doing a book, and that's going to be a terrible book about the industry. I wanted to come in with enough knowledge. They'd say, okay, this is a serious effort, a real effort to look at pharma. So while Trish was finishing up Pharmacists of Auschwitz, I was essentially in my own self-taught Dummies 101 school for the pharmaceutical industry and medical school, and I brought myself up to speed on that. When she finished Pharmacists of Auschwitz, I started the interviews, and we were going through documents, and then I became her guide to all that science work.